like. So the warden, that's just what I'm gonna call them, at the beginning of the episode with Sam and Dean, tells Dean like, oh, you don't get a phone call or whatever. And I was like, what? His blood is the phone call. Of course he doesn't need a phone call. And then he finds that loose screw and I'm like, yes, here we go. Like I'm already motion cutting my hand. And then he just starts picking at the wall, counting the days. And I was like, what? Crowley? Like, where's the sigil? And usually in solitary confinement is that they try and make it so that you can't tell the days, the hours, and that's part of the madness of it. And then so I'm like, is he just going by the meal plan? He's like, well, I had breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so it's gotta be like one day. I like the British men of letters pitch to the hunter. He's like, money, weapons, anything you desire. I was like, yes. And then he's like, you just have to obey us. I'm like, ah, you lost him. You almost hooked him. I thought it was weird that Cass and their mother they were just basically diddling their fingers as the weeks passed because they couldn't call like a crossroads demon or scour the earth. If Dean was on the outside and Sam, Cass, or his mom or anybody was captured, he'd be like cutting things, calling things, you know, traveling the earth to break them out. I thought it was kind of lame that the mom was like, and even I feel like Cass called it out and he's like, are we doing everything we can? I'm like, no, you're not. She's the mom. I'm surprised they didn't make it a little bit more dramatic because she doesn't know if they're torturing her boys. She doesn't know that they're just in solitary confinement, but it kind of acted like they knew. Oh yeah, it's been, you know, a few weeks and it's like, I think that was a bump. There should have been a little something there. And in line with that, they had Cass running away from a case. I'm like, is this the same Castiel with the kick-ass fortitude that gave Dean that how dare you run away from your fate face like a few seasons ago? This is the same Cass that's been through ups and downs. He faced Lucifer and got splatted. I mean, this Cass is not gonna run away from a little vampire case. I thought that was pretty lame. They're doing a great job in really watering him down, which I don't like because I really like the character Castiel. I think the problem is that you don't know what to do with an all-powerful angel, and so they're trying to inhibit him in any way possible. In this case, just kind of making him appear lame. They brought him back in at the end with the stabbing, but it's just, I think they should go towards it, embrace the fact that he is powerful, and see where it takes you. You know, when they've done that before, like with the Leviathan or other things, they have these huge arcs, and it's a lot of fun. You know, he was Steve for a while. So you can have fun with it and let him be Cass, but the minute you try and turn him into something else without any reason, any viable reason, then it just kind of, you know, doesn't work. Give us back old Castiel. He's not going to run away from a case. I thought the cabin was a little convenient, and the fact that it had fire, a knife, a first aid kit, bear traps. I thought it was just like, anything else? It'll also have like salt, shotguns. Just matches! Thank you, Becca, the other nerd girl. Yeah, it kind of was a very convenient. We talked about in our full episode that they're doing an homage to Rambo, so I get it, but a little convenient. I thought it was funny that Sam said when he's like holding the gun to the guys, like, the truth is the president was possessed by the devil, and that's the truth. Because that sounds cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, which is great because, you know, I think it's a nice hint back to how any sort of supernatural stuff would sound to a layman, like, he was possessed by the devil, so that's why we had to do it. It's like, oh yeah, sure he was. So I thought that was pretty fun. I'm glad that near the end they didn't get rid of the mom. I thought when they had that loophole of any Winchester that was gonna be a convenient time for them to just get rid of her, because they haven't really known what to do with her character. We were hoping it was gonna be this big emotional thing, and it's kind of just wavered. So I'm glad that they kept the mom around and didn't throw her away in this episode because of the mom and family dynamic, and because the show is about family. I think that there's a lot of emotional turnarounds that they haven't explored yet with her character and with the boys that I think would be really nice to see in the future. Thank you, Cass, and he does say that. Thank you. Or does he say, you're welcome? You're welcome! And I was glad Cass killed the Reaper, but I did want to hear her sing one more time before she was gone from Supernatural. I loved when she sang that Oh Death song. So I'm kind of sad that she's gone for that. I'm glad that she's gone because she was kind of like waiting to kill them, but I'm sad that I won't get to hear her sing. And I do miss Death on that note, and I miss him. He was such a great character. These wings are so hot. So that's it for my quick notes. If you want to see me and Becca's full review, check out the link below. If you want to see any more of our nerdy goodness, subscribe and check out our website at twonerdgirls.com. That's with the two, and we'll see you next time.